What up, nerds? My name is Leslie Smith. Welcome to the Nerdy Narrative. Today I am going to show you guys my used book haul. These are books that I got recently when I went to visit my used bookstore that's around the corner in Ocoee, Florida, called the Book Rack. They're the ones I showed the video when I went in and they had remodeled, and it looks super cute. So I bought some books, of course, when I went there. And then when I went home at Christmas, there is a used bookstore that opened up literally across the street from my old neighborhood right after we moved. So I had to go in and check them out. Ended up loading up on a lot of books from there. So let's get started on the ones I got from the Book Rack in Ocoee. First up, I got Redwall by Brian, no idea how to say his last name, Jacques, I'm not sure. But this one is one I've heard a lot about from several booktubers. It was a favorite when they were kids. This one looks to be in like almost practically pristine condition given its age. So I picked it up. I want to check that one out. I also found two seemingly perfect copies of books by a favorite Christian fiction author, D. Henderson. I got Full Disclosure and Undetected. I don't know if either of these are in the same series or if they're standalones or whatever they are. They're usually blends of love stories with a type of thriller or mystery. I don't care what it is. If it has D. Henderson's name on it, I'm going to buy it. Ew, something sticky on this one. Ah, man, I gotta wipe these books down. They are nasty. They were outside on a cart, but gross. Okay, so for some reason I have decided I'm going to collect John Grisham. Probably because his hardbacks seem to be everywhere and they're always on like the clearance rack. So I got Rogue Lawyer, I got The Summons, and The Appeal. One of these days, maybe I'll start reading him again. I used to love him. When he first started publishing books, I was reading them all. I had the mass market paperbacks, of course, and I dumped them when we moved. I also picked up Charlaine Harris' Sleep Like a Baby. This one is part of the Aurora Tea Garden mystery series. I accidentally bought one of them when I went the last time months ago. I didn't know it was part of a series until I got it home and it was like book 9. So I saw this one and knew it was part of that series and decided to pick it up. I have no idea what number it is in the series. I'll figure that out later, but I do know it comes before the other one I picked up. And then I saw these two and I had to have them because when I was younger, I loved Mary Higgins Clark. I used to be a huge mystery reader. That's where I got my start, really, was Nancy Drew. Well, I mean, I read The Babysitter's Club and Sweet Valley High, if those count. Those were mysteries, right? But I used to love Mary Higgins Clark. I read everything by her. I have not read these two particular titles, but I went ahead and picked them up because why not? They were on clearance. And then the other stack here I got from my used bookstore back home in Mississippi. He had a copy of Stephen King's Joyland, which is part of the Hard Cases series. I did not have this one. I've got later, and I think there's one more, Colorado Kid maybe? So I went ahead and picked this one up because it was in great condition. I also, like a dummy, picked up another book 2 in a series. I got the second book in Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman's series, but I got Aurora Burning. I thought it was the first book, but I think the first book's like Aurora Rising. But this book is in perfect condition. Perfect. It's like it's never even been read. So I picked it up. Now I'll have to get a hold of the first one from somewhere. I also found he had the original illustrated paperbacks of Stephen King's Dark Tower series. And they're yellow with age, of course. But I went ahead and got them because it's like they've never been read. The spines are not broken at all. But I was lucky to get book 1 and 2 of the series. Hey, look how cute. That's a cute bookmark. It looks like a library card. That is just precious. I'm gonna put that over there so I can use it. So I'm excited to have the original plume editions of these. I think my comic book store down the way had the rest, and I think they were like $5, so I need to go down there and get them. But yeah, this is a series I'll buy every edition they ever come out in. And then the last book that I picked up, if I can get it out of here, Chris happened to look over and see this one was in a sleeve and figured it might be a collector's edition of Suzanne Collins' The Hunger Games. I've got the other 2 books in this trilogy in hardback. I had never picked up the first one. Oh, it's got the deckled edges. Well, I just love that. So I wanted to have it in my collection. He knew I was looking for it, and he happened to see this one. He's like, hey, you should pick this up. And so I did. And those are all of my used books that I picked up. Out of all of these books, I've only read the Dark Tower ones and the Hunger Games. The rest I've never read, but they're authors that I have read and really loved, except for J. Kristoff and Mr. Redwall writer here, Brian. I can say Brian. I don't know how to say his last name. But have you read any of these books? Are some of these authors favorites of yours? Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about them if you've read them. Give me those opinions, guys. I'll use that to adjust the priority level for when I get to reading them. That will take care of the personal library editions for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.